This is part 2 of the syllabus review video for Education 761. I'm not sure if there will be a part 3 or not, so if you see a part 3, just watch it. I kind of jumped ahead of myself a little bit in the last video, so I want to actually show you what the syllabus looks like, and then I'll show you what it looks like on Blackboard, okay? So here's my information. The best way to reach me is email, especially over the summer. I don't go to campus that often in the summer, so if you need to get in touch with me, kfries@fmarion.edu. You can work at your preferred pace for this course, but make sure you adhere to the posted deadlines so you can work ahead. As this is a summer course, I'm going to do something that I don't normally do, and I think I have it somewhere in here. I'm going to open pretty much everything all at once, okay? I don't do that, like I said, in the fall and spring because I don't want to overwhelm you all at once at the beginning of the semester. But summer, as we talked about, it is a sprint. It is boom, boom, boom. So I'm going to open about everything, all the assignments and everything. Those are already posted to Blackboard. I just have a few recordings to do for the chapters that are later in the textbook, but I will get those. The PowerPoints are there. I will get the ones with, my voice as soon as possible. All right, so let's talk about the course. Here's the textbook, Learning Disabilities and Related Mild Disabilities. I would recommend getting the ebook version. Whatever, I'm not even going to tell you about mine. But I would recommend the ebook version. There are a couple videos that we're going to hopefully access in the course, and I don't know if you need the ebook version. I'll get to that in a second, or if you go to cengagebrain.com. So not really sure. I always recommend the ebook. It is a lot more affordable, but of course, if you want the hard copy, that is fine as well. So here are the points, which I know everybody is always wondering about. And keep in mind what I showed you a few minutes ago, right, or in part 1 from the syllabus for 2015. So this semester, you'll have an intro flip grid post, which I talked about in part 1. It's under that Getting Started module. Okay, you will do for each module, okay, as I mentioned, we have 7 modules, A through G. Each one has 2 chapters, okay? And you will choose for each module either a brief case study or I have a kid who, and I'll show you what that looks like in just a second. So module A, for example, has chapter 1 and chapter 2. Overall, for that module, you will just choose one of these brief case studies or I have a kid who, okay? Then for each module, so we're going to think in terms of modules. For each module, you will choose one online activity, assignment, whatever you want to call it. And then you will have a final examination. All right, so hopefully you're already like, oh, wow, she cut a lot out, yay. So I really tried to condense it and make it as relevant to you as possible. Okay, so here's the course grading scale, of course. So again, 7 modules, right? Each module you will be required to read. So this is the only time I will talk about chapters. Read the chapter and view the PowerPoint lecture for each chapter within the modules on Blackboard. As I said, now, as of this day, right now, chapters 1 through 10 have PowerPoints and PowerPoints with sound. Chapters 11 through 14 only have the PowerPoints, but I will get the PowerPoints with sound up there. You can choose if you want to just read through the PowerPoint. That is totally fine. But if you're someone who like, oh, no, I want to hear what she's saying, then you will click on the, PowerPoint with sound. I'll show you all that in just a second. Again, choose one from each module, either a brief case study or I have a kid who. Pretty much the same thing. The textbook just calls them a brief case study or I have a kid who. Anytime you see BCS, brief case study, anytime you see IHAKW, I know I wish I could come up with something clever there, but I have got nothing. I have a kid who, okay? And then you'll choose one online, activity / assignment, whatever you want to call it. And it may include watching or listening to a podcast and answering questions from a choice, right? I'll give you 2 podcasts. You choose one, answer the questions. Completing an IRIS module, I'll give you 2 modules. You choose one, you answer the question. Completing a web quest, I'll give you 2, you choose one, okay? You will only choose one activity per module. Then the BCS, I have a kid who modules, they're posted right underneath each module under a tab that says assignments for module, blah, blah, blah. I'll show you in a second. And then you will have a final exam, only 30 questions, 1 point each, so about 2 questions per chapter, and then a couple other ones thrown in. I personally think there are a lot of other ways for you to demonstrate mastery of the content than just exams, which if you remember back from part 1, they had quizzes every single chapter, right? Plus a midterm, plus a final. Oh, I can't even say it enough how sorry I am for those students. Then when I started revamping the class, I had the quizzes optional, but now I'm removing the quizzes. I don't want you to feel that you have to complete the quizzes because I feel that takes away time that you could spend doing the online activities. So again, just 30 points due July 1st. That you must take alone, the final, but pretty much anything else, if you want to work together, you really can. I know there's a couple of you at least who have worked with me before that you all like to work together. So pretty much for most other things, except for like the flip grid post, where you're talking about yourself, you can't. But for some of the things, you can certainly work together. Only need to submit one assignment per group. Just make sure all the names are on there. But again, I'll get to that. All right, getting started module is due Friday, June 4th. And then each of the other modules must be completed by 11:59 p.m. on the due date of the module, okay? Final exam is due by July 1st at 11:59. As I said, I'm going to open pretty much everything. The modules will open June 1st and will close on the last date listed for each module. So be mindful of those dates, right? So again, you can work ahead. I really don't want you to work through this course in like a day because I feel you lose, you don't really get as much out of it as you could. But you can work ahead, just don't get behind. All right. You will need to complete all assignments for modules A through G before you can access the final exam. That's kind of the only little caveat of this class. So the schedule, and it's also posted on the syllabus under the calendar of due dates. I showed that to y'all in part 1 and it uploaded correctly. Fingers crossed, because sometimes it just changes. So getting started, you'll submit the course affirmation page. Remember, I will do another video about submitting the course affirmation page and all other assignments. Okay, and you will do your your intro flip grid post, which you can link right to from the Getting Started module tab. Okay, module A, chapters 1 and 2, you will choose 1, BCS or IHAKW from a choice of 2, and then you will answer one question on the discussion board from a choice of 2. Module B, due June 11, you will choose 1 BCS, 1 IHAKW, and then you will watch one video and answer the accompanying questions, again, from a choice of 2 videos. Okay, same chapter 5, choose 1 BCS or IHAKW. That is hard to say. And then you're going to watch one podcast video and answer the accompanying questions, again, from a choice of 2. Okay, module D, same thing, 1 BCS, 1 IHAKW. You're going to watch one video and answer the accompanying questions. Right here, module B, this is the video, or these are the videos that I'm not 100% positive are going to work. So I'm going to ask a few specific students to, and I will email those students. I'm going to ask a couple of you who have been in classes with me before. Once the class opens, go under module B and tell me if you can access these videos. Only the students that I email respond back to me, please, just because otherwise I'll have 47 emails saying, I can't access the video. So I'm going to ask 3 students. If y'all get an email from me just when it opens, go ahead and let me know if you can access the videos. Okay, and then if not, I will come up with some other videos. No worries. All right, so module E, 1 BCS, or I have a kid who, you're going to choose one question, post your answer in a flip grid post, again, from a choice of 2 questions. Module F, same thing. Then you're going to choose one web quest and complete the accompanying activity, again, from a choice of 2. And module G, BCS, IHAKW, and work through one IRIS module, submit the answers to the assessment questions, again, from a choice of 2 modules. I hope that y'all like this format. At the end of the semester, please be honest. You will get a link to a, course evaluation. Please fill that out. They are 100% completely anonymous, especially since they're online. I don't get any personal information. I get nothing. It goes to like campus technology first, campus technology in the sky. And they kind of combine all the responses and everything. So please, please, please let me know what you think. And keeping in mind that syllabus that I showed you in part 1 from 2015, keep that in mind and think about how I changed it for this summer. And let me know if you liked it, if you hated it, if it was too much choice, if it was still too much work. Just please let me know. Okay, here's all the stuff that you've seen before. Incomplete withdrawals. I must have, so this is the most important thing once the course opens, I must have your affirmation form returned by June 4th. Again, it's under that Getting Started module, or you will be dropped from the course. Okay, here's some just email guidelines, email protocol. Please read this. That is one of my pet peeves. I'm not even going to lie, is emails that are, LOL. I had that once, LOL, or yo, what up? Yes, I had that too. Be professional. Think of how you would email, a principal, a parent, another teacher. So just be mindful of this. Okay. There's some help desk if you need help from Campus Tech. I have nothing to do with your login to Blackboard, nothing to do with your login to Patriot Portal. That does not come from me. Okay, I have absolutely no idea about any of those things. So I will never send you an email saying, I need your password, I need your login. No, I don't. That does not come from me. That comes from the help desk. And these hours, I don't know that they're still true. I think it's at least till 5 o'clock on Thursday, but most likely they are closed on Friday. So just keep that in mind. If you have a disability, please let me know. If we have the only timed assignment is the final exam, but please follow the protocol. And if you need extra time, please definitely let me know. Again, you may submit assignments, activities once you complete them. You can work ahead, don't get behind. In terms of completing the activities, I don't really have specific page limits or length of your answers. Answer the question, right? Don't be wordy. Just make sure you answer the questions, the activity, for like the BCS or the I have a kid who, maybe 2 to 5 sentences, 3 to 5 sentences, something like that. So be succinct, but also answer the question and any activities, any components of any other assignments. And all assignments are due 11:59 p.m. on the given due dates. Here's the affirmation page. You will not submit this one right here. This is just an example. You will submit it in Blackboard, okay? And I will show you that in just a second. That's just showing you what it looks like. And again, in the video, I'll talk a little bit more about the signature and everything. Okay, so that's the syllabus. So let me go back to Blackboard. All right, so again, under this, hold on one second. Okay, under this getting started, that's where you'll see the syllabus review video part 1. I will also post part 2 here, and I have a feeling there's going to be part 3. You're welcome. I'm getting all the videos out of the way now, so maybe I won't have to bombard you all throughout the summer. And I don't mean that as a bad thing, but again, I know how fast the summer goes. A couple summers ago, it was when were we shut down? Last year, right? So the year before that, 2019, President Carter from Francis Marion, he sent me to Denver. It ended up being Golden, Colorado, for 2 weeks. It was an intensive Women in Higher Education Leadership Institute. So it was great, but we were in classes, we were in sessions from 8 in the morning until 5 or 6 at night. So that was 2 weeks. During that time, I was also teaching a course, most likely this one, Education 761 in 2019. And I was taking a course. I was taking some of the ABA courses here at Francis Marion. So I know what it's like to be a little overwhelmed. So I had 2 weeks of intensive, sessions. Was teaching course and taking course. So I'm trying to keep that all in mind. And I'm going to try to get all, kind of all the important stuff out in these syllabus review videos. And let's just say there's going to be a part 3 because I only have less than 2 minutes left in this part. So come back for part 3. Remember these videos that they're posted here and refer back to them throughout the summer. But just again, really quickly, getting started, affirmation page, right? You'll fill it out. You'll submit it here. And the introducing yourself on Flipgrid, you will click right there. It'll take you right to it. Here's the syllabus again, and here are just some helpful things that might help you out. Okay, I'm actually gonna, let's go ahead and go into Module A. All right, so Module A, all the modules are set up exactly the same. You will, exactly, okay? So you'll click on the first kind of little page, I tell you when it's due, right? So then you'll click right here, see my little cursor, I'm clicking right here where it says Module A. Okay, here's Chapter 1, Chapter 2, and here are the assignments. Every subsequent module will have chapter blah, blah, assignments for module blah, blah, okay? And yes, that is a technical term. So chapter 1, for example, will have the PowerPoint, and this is what I was talking about either in this video or part 1, and here is PowerPoint with sound. Again, you only need to choose one. They are exactly the same. In the PowerPoint with sound, I might throw in a little more information, but just choose the one that fits, your preference of learning better. Chapter 2, there's a PowerPoint with sound, and then this one does have a little bit of additional information, so make sure you watch this too. This is about RTI, response to intervention, which one of the IRIS modules at the end will be about. All right, come back for part 3.